Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. I'm Dante Payne, your host for the evening, as it's about to go down. We got a exciting show for you guys today. We got players opting out for announcing retirement. We got Brittany Griner support Simone Biles. We got U.S. women winning their first goal. Zach Wilson finally signed his rookie contract. And a lot of trades that happened, a lot of big trades that happened before the deadline for baseball. But without further ado, we're going to get into some music first. So first up in our lineup of music is Kiara Please with Death Note. Now, I love Death Note. It's an anime that I used to watch. It's a good anime. It's about a notebook. Anytime you write his name in that notebook. So let's check out Kiara Please. Death Note here on Dragon Sports Live. Y'all hear that song. Y'all hear the beat. Check it out.
Anime girl with a bad bitch attitude. Yeah, I like real life, but I wish it were a cartoon. Red, yellow, blue hair looking like a rainbow. Head full of ideas, he like fuego. Horns on my ears, but he only see a halo. Tough guy, but he turns sweet like mango. And I'm true chick, don't come close to my clique. All got quirks, ayo stands looking weak as shit. Walk down the street and I think it's a runway. Walk this good, walk with Tyra Banks. Say talk like Sasuke. Fire, over 9K and my stats getting higher. No, I'm not a killer, but I'm just as smooth as killer would. Come at me wrong, and my gone gon' get rid of ya. Catch a red eye like a Neki or Karutika. I look real sweet, but I'm nothing short of ruthless, yeah. Back 3 space, I ain't messing with your aura. Take one close, I'ma order. Start in the make it, mark on my neck. So if you wanna try, might wanna rain check. Back 3 space, I ain't messing with your aura. Take one close, I'ma order. Start in the make it, mark on my neck. So if you wanna try it. Better spell my name right on a check, ho. Don't make me write your name down on my death note. Like my cash, that my bag total rope. Don't make me write your name down on my death note. Better spell my name right on that check, ho. Don't make me write your name down on my death note. Like my cash, that my bag total rope. Don't make me write your name down on my death note. Gems round my neck, now you poof like Thanos. Girl gang full of ninjas, they gon' get ya if I say so. Pull up to the show and shut it down. One punch woman with the sound. Anime music that slaps. Rock Lee, how I'm breaking ground. I ain't even took the weight off. Killing 50 villains on my day off. Not that cool, but I'll deck you. This ain't Scooby-Doo, I'll rip your face off. This cosplay from the closet. On an off day, I be flawless. You upset, I be on set in my office. Done the mill. I don't even know what to do with the drip. When I'm walking west side, don't slip. I might see hot Todoroki with a limp, and I'll save the fucking day like Wade. What's the cinch? What's the cinch, bro? Why you waste my time? Oh, why you putting time if you can't make the time? Oh, should've got me death note. Why you name your dumb foe? I'm a gun gale in the gun store, and you is what fun's for. Better spell my name right on a check, ho. Don't make me write your name down on my death note. Like my cash, that my bag total rope. Don't make me write your name down on my death note. Better spell my name right on that check, ho. Don't make me write your name down on my death note. Like my cash, that my bag total rope. Don't make me write your name down on my death note. pure God with a huge rod, punishing iniquity and wicked feats with the shed blood and the way of peace. They have not known tic-tac-toe, playing games with lies, click-clack fold. Toe tags in the morgue that collapse on the floor when they knock at the door, said he's no more. So I'm using the gospel as Morse code, giving glimpses of light to revive souls. Awakening dead in my favorite season. In crisis, the weather when you need them, cause your homies blowing backs out. If your babies in the street with their backs out, body count multiplied or you get clout. When the reckoning comes, you'll be left out.
Walking through the hearts of catacombs, cones won't go through the hair of those drones.
Hell lot copycats of cheap keep fall hail the brand new leaders of street beef. They famous for aiming at targets and gains want more. Slaying's the height, yes, we've seen before. Praying you're not next to raise my sword. Oh Lord.
I was up while you were sleeping. I lost count of bodies, piling up while you were keeping the truth that will set free. So why are you not speaking? So Christ can bring a peace. While you were sleeping, 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 so Christ can bring the peace. While you were sleeping.
It's a state of emergency. The urgency must purposefully give earth the need to worship thee eternally. Graciously to crush the head of the serpent seeds perfectly. Chicago, Chicago, pastors and church folk, do y'all know? Black children in the hood, your dash hopes. Satan waiting to bait instant cash flow and collection plates. Congregation hollering, waving, praising, music blazing while the pastor preach when your neighbors got danger for the behavior. Without the savior, you should mourn and weep for the lost one. To be ashamed that you won't grab none. Too busy contributing to the building fund. Pray about the violence, but go do some. Or will you pass by them like a new son? To get up and get out and make new sons and daughters. Give Christ to the purpose of manslaughter. Go make war. They famous for officiating the sermons and funerals. Not well versed in the gospel hermeneutical to tell juvenile the soul was renewable.
I hear the eulogy. Remember you when they were breathing. Bodies in the streets, didn't know what they were reaping. Truth was set them free. So why are you not speaking? Souls are not at ease. While you were sleeping, while you were sleeping, while you were sleeping, souls are not at ease. While you were sleeping, while you were sleeping, while you were sleeping, while you were sleeping.
That last song that you just heard was WYWS featuring Kansas Brown, Asha Marie here on Dragon Sports Live. Sorry, I got a cookie in my mouth, but I'd like to say congratulations to Asha Marie, who just had a wonderful baby. Adorable baby. But make sure y'all support her music as well. You know? But yes, had a nice beat to it, nice ring to it. Any artists that I play here on Dragon Sports Live, be sure to support them. iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever. Drop that like and be sure to support them. But anyways, now y'all know trade deadline was July 30th, right? Following like a couple days just before I did my last show. Okay, cool. So you look at it. It's only the 8th month. It's the 8th of this month. Well, no, as y'all know, first show of August. Okay, cool. But let's get right into it. So, the Cubs had traded, former Cubs. They traded Chris Bryant, Anthony Rizzo, Javi Baez, and Craig Kimbrell, and Kendrick Nuggets. Each club, like all Cubs that basically, all the star Cubs that was traded, all had homers. So, they all hit home runs. And basically what they got out of that is, let's see, the Cubs got outfielder Kevin Achalana, right-hand pitcher Alexander Vicano, and those are minor leaguers. They also got couple other people in trades, but more was just like freeing up space. Basically, most of the Cubs that won the 2016 World Series team, that was with that World Series team, is not with the team anymore. They all moved on. They all vanished, which basically just a full-on rebuild. Like, they was first in the Central for a minute, and then they dropped. Now they are second to last in the Central, so they moving on. Bigger and better things. Okay, cool. Continue moving. Now, on top of that, the Yankees been busy. So, like I said, they got Rizzo from the Cubs, but they also got Joey Gallo, who also hit a home run dinger. Like, Rizzo has been playing his best baseball yet, and he still continued to shine as he has homer in 2 straight games, and so has Joey Gallo, who they got from the Texas Rangers. All right, cool. So y'all traded, y'all basically just like, here y'all go. Is like the Yankees basically on full-on rebuild mode, trying to keep that playoff hope alive, keep pushing forward, keep moving forward, and to be honest, smart move on the Yankees' part. Smart moves. Cubs' part, not so much, but all the other teams, I think that was a smart move. We had more trades that happened. You know, Dodgers get veteran pitcher Danny Duff from Kansas City, and designate DJ Peters for assignment. And then, you know, the Rays, they get reliever JT Chargoons for Diego Castillo. Also, the White Sox, you know, other side of town, they got second base Cesar Hernandez from the Indians and Ryan Tepper from the Cubs. Cause y'all know they second baseman Nick Ismandro is still out. He's out for the rest of the season, so they get a nice little void to fill up second base. And Hernandez is pretty good. So is Ryan. So good pickups for the White Sox, who are still currently 9 games in the American League Central and first. So hope they keep it up. They've been struggling a little bit, but they're still well on their way and they're still looking really good. Blue Jays. Now they get closer Brad Hand from the Nationals as well, and then place infielder Calvin Bigelow on 10-day IL. He had inflammation and tightness in his arm, hamstring tightness and back tightness. So placed him on the 10-day IL. Let's see what goes from there. Brewers, on the other hand, they add reliever John Axford to. They add John Axford to the 10-day IL, and this is one day after his first appearance since 2018. So in his first appearance, he's basically going to the IL after, you know, his first game and first appearance since 2018, which is a love. And basically, they got him all for $1. Basically, Rays Tyler Glass now. He will have the Tommy John surgery, and he's been on IL since June 15th. So they will, like, after he went seeing a specialist, he will be going to IL. Well, he will be having that Tommy J surgery or Tommy John surgery. Like I say, he's been out since June 15th, and we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to a speedy recovery, but one of your starter pitchers is out with that surgery, and anytime you have that surgery, that's pretty much, it can be a whole season, it can be a half season. It really just depends on the healing process and how fast you can heal from that. So we hope for the best for him. Hope he gets well. Hopes he gets great, but he's definitely going to be out for an extended period of time. And y'all know coming up later on in the show, well, after we take like a music break, we got the Crosstown Classic coming up soon. But we also got things brewing in the NFL. We got rivalries picking. We also got the Hall of Fame game, which is coming up too, and the 2020 Hall of Fame and 2021 enshrinement. So I'll let you know who those finalists were, and we'll chop it up that way. And if you got any comments, feel free to drop a comment on social media at Dragon Jump Pro on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. And then if you want to, you can also drop a comment on YouTube at DONPE1. But before we go to another music break, let's give you the current standings for baseball right now. So right now in American League East, it's going to be, well, it's really coming down to a wire. Like, it's basically like a four-way battle right now. So you got the Rays in first, then you got the Red Sox, then the Yankees, and the Toronto Blue Jays is literally not that far behind them. And, you know, in American League Central, you still got the White Sox currently set. They're on a 2-game win streak right now, followed by the Indians. Then the next closest will be the Tigers. Houston Astros sitting in American League West, along with Oakland A's. And then Seattle Mariners and Los Angeles Angels are right behind them. So let's check it out. Philadelphia Phillies sitting in the National League East, trailed by a half a game by the New York Mets, and then the Atlanta Braves are right behind them. The Central, you got the Milwaukee Brewers, Cincinnati Reds follow, the St. Louis Cardinals, and the Chicago Cubs. Now, the Cubs, on the other hand, may have an opportunity to still play for the wild card, but they're going to have to win. They're on a 3-game losing streak right now. So, the Giants, you got San Francisco sitting in the top spot, followed by the Dodgers, and then the Padres. And the Rockies are close. So, those are your standings right now. But what we got next for you here on Dragon Sports Live is Kishante Waterfall. We got that coming up here on Dragon Sports Live. So be sure to check it out. Be sure you follow and subscribe to everybody on iTunes and iHeartRadio. Kishante Waterfall. Check it out.
Tonight I wanna try something new. Do a little more than the usual. I wanna make you feel better than they ever have. All night long, I want you to use me, baby. Me, baby, yeah. I wanna dive in your water and I ain't talking tap. We can do it up in the bed or down on the floor. Don't matter where, as long as I'm under your. When you aim for the target, you will enjoy. Signal when you're ready, I'll be ready. Ooh, it's gonna be a lot of fun. No raincoat when the rain comes. I wanna feel it. Every thrill, I can taste it. full of faces that I'll be making. I don't care if the neighbors here. All over this bed, make it rain in here. I can tell your shower's getting near. We can do it up in the bed or down on the floor. Don't matter where, as long as I'm under your waterfall. When you wait for the target, you will enjoy. Signal when you're ready, I'll be ready. Down on my body, drip, drippity drip, down on my body. Down on my body. We can do it up in the bed or down on the floor. We can do it up in the bed or down on the floor. Don't matter where, as long as I'm under your. When you wait for the target, you will enjoy it.
Yeah.
Blood rush in the hazy glow. My hands do so, we break the scene. One step till you follow me. Heart clap, we skip a beat. Count 1, 2,
Yeah. I've been living off excuses a long time. Kept a fly watch, but never been on time. I'm fresh though. My middle finger cared less how they saw me. I'm just trying to mimic the G's that came before me. Bentleys, Benjamins, things I couldn't foresee. Why do I want bad what's not good for me? Why do I feel my decisions were made for me? Staring at a corpse, I think I see the core me. I'm only doing what I'm doing cause it's safe. Fear gon' decide my future, I guess fate. Ain't worried about being fake. This is the familiar, the easiest possible path that I can feel for. Miss me with that hard work, emphasize quick fix. Bible, light me a candle, maybe some incense. Lawless, spiteful, evil, sadistic. Downfall, my birthday was code encrypted. I hope I don't lose y'all. Hurt people, that's why I lose y'all. Extreme low self-esteem, that's why I choose y'all. I'm quick to speak and last one to move y'all. I'm quick to start and never get through y'all. I'm hoping one day I never have to prove y'all that I'm what I claim, and I stand by the name Jesus Christ, and it's all for the fame, but no more excuses. See, I'm not afraid of dying, I'm afraid of not applying. I need some human flesh to confide in. Is my conduct appropriate enough to sit in your pew? Apparently not. That's why when I'm hurt, I get to hiding. Satan said my moment of silence was false humility. Dreaming ain't safe for me, it's becoming violent. Never been that popular one, never acknowledged. Never been your go-to guy when it comes to problems. You see, forgetting my brother, then wash your eye. Give birth to full potential and watch it die. Expectations of Reggie just never been high. And no, I ain't making the church, I'm too tired. Bible study either, my brother, I'm too tired. And no, I ain't pray for you, I'm too tied up in my own mess that someone else created. Everybody but me, I'm blaming. Everybody around me changing, I'm still in this deception. I see change coming, I turn the other direction. A distraction or God's weapon. See, I just need his protection. He said, I was there when nobody else was. Listen to your bickering when nobody else does. What am I to gain? If I leave you messed up, I gave you all the profits and a whole lot extra. Jesus Christ, right?
Sunset high and our bodies low. Blood rush in the hazy glow. My hands, your bones. New sun, we break the scene. One step deep, we fall to me. High clap, we skip the beat. Count 1, 2, 3.
No more excuses. No more excuses. No more excuses. Yeah. No more excuses. I said 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 no more excuses.
Welcome back to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. If you just tuning in, I am Dante Payne, your host for this lovely show. And if you ask what Dragon Sports Live is, it's a show we gonna chop it up and talk some sports, a little bit of baseball, a little bit of football, and a little bit of NBA, as well as a little bit of college. So, you can always catch this show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or wherever you get your podcast. On top of that, you can catch it on YouTube at DONPE1, or you can type Dragon Jump Productions in Google and you will find me. You shall find Dragon Sports Live. You shall also find the work that I have done as far as logos, pictures, videos, and more. But be sure to subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment. And if you want to reach out, you can reach out via email at dragonjumppro@gmail.com, or you can reach out via social media at dragonjumppro, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. But anyways, that last song that you just heard was Reggie Rock, No Excuses. And that's a good way to, segue what's going on in the NFL. We finally get Zach Wilson. He finally signs his rookie deal after 2 days of missing practice. So he was basically the last top rookie to sign. So he finally signs after he was he missed 2 days of practice. Okay. Yes. But we had no excuses for JT Ivy, who put a illegal hit on Keith Kirkwood, basically put him in concussion protocol and sent him to the hospital. Even though Kirkwood is out, but he is in concussion protocol. But because of that, safety JT Ivy was released. And Matt Rule was not having it. Like, they basically ended practice early, and he let him have it. On top of that, it caused him to be released from the team. Because Matt Rule basically was saying, like, we're not here to hurt each other. Like, we're here to build chemistry and grow together, not hurt our teammates. So, now, even though JT feels bad for the hit, but that still doesn't give him back his spot on the Panthers. So he's looking for work as well, while Keith Kirk will make a speedy recovery. All right. Another thing with no excuses. So Vikings released cornerback Jeff Gladly after he was indicted on domestic charges. And yeah, it's like, okay, they released him. Cool. But those people are the no excuse peoples. What's happening around the other league? Linebacker Quan Alexander resigns with a 1-year deal. Giants practice also ends in a brawl too. And Daniel Jones ended up at the bottom of the pile, and Joe Judge was livid that day too, especially when your star quarterback gets put at the bottom of a dog pile. It happens. But according to Daniel Jones, he said that brawl was needed because it helps bring the team a little bit closer together, get all the arguments and difference out during the off-season training camp. And like I said, it was a good way to bring the team together. I don't highly agree with that. Like, sometimes that can be a rougher part unless you learn to grow together. That can be what tears the team apart, and then that person asks for a trade, or that person does things to hurt the team. So in a way, yes and no. Yeah, I entirely don't agree with that, but it is what it is. Colts lose Carson Wentz and Quentin Nelson for 5 to 12 weeks with the same foot injury. Literally a day behind each other. So Carson Wentz was one day, and Quentin Nelson was the next day. So with that being said, we don't know what the QB situation will be for the Wentz, but Wentz has been struggling with injuries since college. Basically, he's been struggling with injury. He had torn ACL, MCL. He had a back fracture. He had a concussion. So he's been struggling with injuries thus far. So with that being said, who will start week 1? Because like I said, 5 to 12 weeks, he may miss the first month of football, but before he's back on the field. But who's going to be started? Right now, they saying they got Jacob Eastman, who was their 4th-round draft pick last year, the 2020 draft. They saying he's going to be the current starter right now, but anything can happen in training camp, so we don't know for sure. But definitely know there won't be no Wentz and no Quentin Nelson. With that being said, that made Philip Rivers say that he might consider coming out of retirement, but he's gonna stay in game shape and game ready. So we'll see where that goes from there, what that takes. But either way, I feel like Carson Wentz's time is done, and it's about time to put it in, especially if you can't stay healthy. He's just as bad as who is that? The Bears had Kevin White. He basically was injured every time, like never really had a rookie season, never really got time to shine. Then when he did shine, he injured himself. So he's almost just as bad as Kevin White with the struggle of injuries. And am I wrong for that? No, not at all. Not at all. Jets offensive guard Cameron Clark had a spinal cord contusion, and he was being hit in practice, but he's making a full recovery. So now he has feeling back in his legs and arms and stuff again, and he's just gonna make that full recovery. Gonna take it one day at a time. Devontae Adams, the drama with Green Bay. So Aaron Rodgers did show up after they finally came to a contract agreement. I think I spoke about that the previous show, but now Devontae Adams wants to be the highest paid receiver. So they'll continue his contract talks, and hopefully they can strike a deal. If not, we may lose Yeah, we might lose Devontae Adams for the Packers, but you do got Aaron Rodgers back, so. And Randall Cobb. Let's see where they go from there. You know? And often injured tight end Jake Butt, he announced his retirement due, like, to the many injuries that he has. So he basically was like, I've been injured enough, and it's basically time. Like, you got to give it to your family, and you basically got to sit. You got to relax, and you got to do what's best. And I think my body's telling me what I'm doing is best for me. So he announced his retirement. Congratulations on that. But, yeah, when you have that many injuries, it happens. NFL Players Association President J.C. Treater rips teams for wristbands. So, basically, like a lot of teams, if you're unvaccinated, you would have to wear a wristband. It's already bad enough, like, they have to wear masks. So, and I understand where he's coming from, especially with the wristband thing, because it's like, being vaccinated and unvaccinated, okay, it's already enough that, like, if I'm unvaccinated, I still got to wear a mask. Cool. But then you got to put the wristband. That basically just puts the person that's unvaccinated in the spotlight, and they already wearing masks. Like, what more you want them to do? You want them to wear things, say, hi, I'm not vaccinated. Like, the team all knows who's vaccinated and not vaccinated. So the idea of wristbands was a bad idea, and I don't think, like, I'm with JC Treater on that one. I would have ripped the teams for that too. You know. My team, the Patriots. So, quarterback Jarrett Stidham, he would miss time with injury. That gives Mac Jones more time to shine, as well as Cam Newton, who is definitely the week 1 starter, according to Belichick. But Stidham really that's gonna hurt his depth, especially with that injury, because then you see how well Mac Jones has been doing in training camp, and he's continued to moving up, and he's continued to show growth. So I feel bad for Jarrett Stidham, but also it might be time for him to be traded. Maybe he need a fresh start. Like, he's a young quarterback, and usually quarterbacks have to wait before they get their time. Tom Brady waited. Brett Favre waited. Aaron Rodgers waited. So, your time will come. Your time will come. It will shine. And we hope for the best for you. Now, Prescott, he will not be throwing for a few days because he had a shoulder strain. But, you know, the upcoming is the Hall of Fame game. Well, I should say the Hall of Fame game was happening, which is basically to get the first look at some of our preseason, and also to congratulate the inductees for their Hall of Fame. And it's basically a fun time. So, like I said, it's the first, that lets you know football's here. That's the first opening for preseason games. Cool. So, in that preseason game, I got to watch a couple people, and I also watched Hoskins. Hoskins was looking pretty good, who was trying to revamp his career and show he could be a proven leader. Seeing Mason Randolph, and I seen Cooper Rush. It was a low-scoring game at first. It was only 6-3, but neither team could kick a field goal. So, like, these are people who's just trying to make the team, or rookies. Like, you get first look at your rookies. Not, like, some people don't take it serious, but it's enough to see, like, okay, they look decent, or he's trying to earn that spot, and I'm trying to be on this team. So, it was good, and you get to see a lot of Hall of Fame inductees at the game having fun. That wasn't there, but Ezekiel Elliott was there, 10 pounds lighter. So, it was a good game. Steelers end up winning that game, though. Preseason. More preseason games will happen starting the 12th. I'm looking forward to seeing the Bears play, because I want to see Justin Fields. I want to see what what improvements that we have made. So I'm looking forward to it. Preseason starts the 12th. Now, far as the Hall of Fame inductees, well, let's just go ahead and tell y'all who those are. And that's the best way to do that. Now, the Hall of Fame inductees. So, like, the 2020, like I said, they did 2020. But you got Jimmy Johnson. You got Bill Cowher. Then Tom Flores. Troy Polamalu. Steve Atwater. Isaac Bruce. Edgerrin James. Steve Sabu. George Young. Harold Carmichael. Bobby Dillon. Jimbo Convert. And just to name of, a few players who got inducted for the class of 20 Hall of Fame. Now, the class of 21. We got an interesting class. So, one of those in a class of 21, Peyton Manning. He's in there. Alan Faneca, Tom Flores, Calvin Johnson, aka Megatron, John Lynch, Bill Nom, Drew Pearson, Charles Woodson. And that's just to name a few. So congratulations to those people. The enshrinement for a class of 21 will be Sunday night. So check that out. And let's see and check out their speeches and listen to them. And with that being said, though, we're going to take another break and we're going to listen to some more music from our artists. This is D Black. Book of Life.
All you little
Check it out.
children, mothers and fathers. Well, all your deacons and preachers, brothers and sisters. We got to stand up, stand up.
Yeah, I'd like to welcome you to the Book of Life. This is my life. This is your life. These are experiences that we all go through. Yeah, let's go.
I'ma stand against the enemy, even if it's my enemy. You want the truth, here my God send me. Many will be offended, I probably offend 3, maybe 4, maybe 5, maybe Jay-Z. Calling himself Jehovah with a shame. Do not take God's name in vain. You proclaim your agreement, who's to blame when you see and act like you don't care? Every time you yelling over, throwing diamonds in the air. Yeah, and I don't care if I never go platinum. Rappers rap fiction, black speak fact to them. Some gon' see this as a means of attacking them. All my words, I'm backing them. Rewind, go back to them. Press start, I speak from the heart. Most people won't stand up like Rosa Parks. Stay in front of the youth, need to get to the back. D Black taking the lead, taking over the map. Come on.
say it's life after you die. That's why we praise the Most High. You never know when you gon' go. So as I travel on life's road, I'ma make him the star of the show. And I know lately they say I'm crazy, but you would understand if you knew God, baby. Here I am, and if you see the change in me, you need God like the air you breathe. Stand up.
How we gon' save somebody if we can't even save the body? You got it twisted. The first line you missed it. The body of Christ, the body of life, the body of thank God I still got my children and my wife. I ain't talking about the church will get you hurt. I'm talking about relationships to save a nation. We used to be a nation, one nation under God. But politics has made us one nation under guard, under protection. Tell me how can it be that Ben and Jerry go and get married and not a Christian worry? To me it's scary. 9/11 made everybody hurry to be a saint. 2010 nobody ain't. I'm pissed off, cause saved folk think the invincible. But who's standing on kingdom principles, man? I'm about to set it off like Jada, cause the horror of this present day Sodom and Gomorrah gon' be
Say it's life after you die. That's why we praise the Most High. You never know when you gon' go. So as I travel on life's road, I'ma make him the star of the show. And I know lately they say I'm crazy, but you would understand if you knew God, baby. Here I am, and if you see the change in me, you need God like the air you breathe. Stand up. First Reggie Bush and Kim break up. Now every day I wake up, my only real choice is to pray. I used to stay praising false idols, jeopardizing my survival. Always worried what the masses would say. They told me I would never be nothing, and I started to believe it. But the God in me was fiending for success and for achieving. I hit rock bottom, been down knee deep, but now it's all clear. Avatar 3D is what they tell me when they see me, and I'm falling through the sinning and the women. I could hear the demons calling, but I prayed to my Lord just to hold me down. Yeah, He will lift you up. Not to the spotlight, but to my 2 feet. Held me till I got right, till I got back on path, on track. New world, new life. Found God, got that. They say it's life after you die. That's why we praise the Most High. You never know when you gon' go. So as I travel on life's road, I'ma make him the star of the show. And I know lately they say I'm crazy, but you would understand if you knew God, baby. Here I am, and if you see the change in me, you need God like the air you breathe. Stand up.
Let me take you to this place where I belong. Talking about that holy sanctuary, I was indebted, but now I know that I was predestined to stay in His presence, conformity of Christ. Look at all these gifts that I was granted, but the greatest of them all is love. I was corrupt, so I made a covenant with the Father. Immediately, you gotta go be obedient, that's the way that you walk on water. I know Satan got an assignment, but he can never stop me as long as God is the leader. The work the Father started, I believe He will complete it. I'm seeking Him when nobody's looking, cause that's what my soul was in need of. Look, I ain't competing for any reason, I just want the Father with me on this journey for real. Put your hands up on the plow, there's so much work in the field. You better have the Father with you, cause the serpent will kill. You gotta be filled, you gotta be filled. Lift my hands up in the middle of the fire, in the middle of the trials. Holy Spirit will empower me to walk inside your will. Yeah, the evil one tryna come and take my soul. He can never stop it, the Spirit is gon' flow. The evil one tryna come and take my soul, but my life is hidden in Christ now. Yeah, He the one I put my hope in. His love restores all the broken. He the one I put my hope in, my hope in. Yeah, yeah. He the one I put my hope in. His love restores all the broken. He the one I put my hope in, my hope in.
Looking at the man in the mirror, kinda mad, cause the man that I'm looking at could do so much better, but still he came so far. Went from chasing the cheddar, riding with dope in the car, to giving them heaven, homie, wherever we are. I was serving the poison, but now I'm serving the Lord. He came and broke into my heart, took me out of the dark. That's why I give Him glory, homie, every time I record. I gotta stay with the soul, man, they be real in the streets. Everywhere that I go, I got a spirit in me. And Lord, I give You my soul, but Lord, I give it to keep. And I be walking on gold when I enter His kingdom, lifting high my both arms, spread them out wide open. Worship the Father, I gotta no doubt. You the one my hope in.
I'ma still lift my hands up in the middle of the fire, in the middle of the trials.
Holy Spirit will empower me to walk inside your will, yeah. The evil one tryna come and take my soul. He can never stop at the spirit that's gon' flow. The evil one tryna come and take my soul. But my life is hidden in Christ now, yeah. He the one I put my hope in. His love restores all the broken. He the one I put my hope in, my hope in, yeah, yeah. He the one I put my hope in. His love restores all the broken. He the one I put my hope in, my hope in, yeah, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. I'm Dante Payne. That live song you just heard was Young Bro Holy Sanctuary featuring Marco here on the Live, aka Dragon Sports Live. So we just wrapped up our NFL, but if you missed it, oh, don't worry. You can catch it again. You can catch it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, even on YouTube at DONPN1 or Google Dragon Jump Productions. But with that being said, and since you missed it, if you're just tuning in, it's about to go down. So, we know the Olympics is going on right now, right? They're also going through another... Well, I should say Tokyo's going through another wave of emergency as far as pandemic. You know, we got a new variant. You got a Delta variant right there, which causes anxiety and mental health. Like the sports world, in this world of sports, you don't understand the mental issues that they go through. And with that being said, Brittany Griner supports Simone Biles. And the only reason Brittany Griner said that because, remember in the bubble last year, she withdrew out the bubble. She left the bubble basically because she was having a mental breakdown. Same thing with Simone Biles. She didn't commit in like three of her events. She pulled out. She couldn't do it. But you know, it is what it is. But it's good that you see athletes supporting each other, in each other's corners, and that's the most important thing. Like, being a celebrity or being in the spotlight, you're constantly having cameras around you. You constantly have everything. So that takes a toll on you mentally sometimes. Not all the times, but sometimes it does take a toll on you mentally. Because it's like you don't have a private life anymore. And, you know. But speaking of USA, though, USA women wins their first gold in the 3-on-3 hoops. And both men and women advanced to the gold medal game in basketball, too, as well. I should say the 5-on-5 joint. So they both advanced to the medal game. Now, we had draft day trades. So that draft happened last Thursday. Yeah, last Thursday. Wolves traded Rookie Rubio to the Cavs for Taurean Prince. All right, cool. You know, Rubio came back to Minnesota, but now he going to the Cavs for Taurean Prince. They added a little bit more size. Okay, cool. But more importantly, the Wizards trade Russell Westbrook to the Lakers for Kyle Kuzma, Montrezl Harrell, and Contavious Caldwell Pope, and the 22nd pick of that draft. Y'all say what that entails? Well, it entails that the Lakers now have Russell Westbrook. They got rid of, and basically it entails that 4 players on that team are in contract. it entails that they going to be a team full of veterans. Because later on that night, we also had Melo join them, Dwight Howard, as well as Wayne Ellington joining them. And basically, like, the youngest player on that team now is, I believe it's Taylor Horton Tucker, Anthony Davis. Other than that, mostly everybody is 30 or older, with the two being Melo and LeBron. So, can they perform at a high efficiency with that team? Can they dish it out for 82 games? Honestly, I think they can. But let's see people not clash heads. Like, it may be a little bit of head clashing at first, but it's an entirely new team. Basically, you took away, because you also got rid of Alex Caruso. Y'all sent him to Chicago. And, like I said, y'all went older. And speaking of Chicago, let's see. The Chicago Bulls have upgraded, so they got rid of Thaddeus Young, Garrett Temple. They also got Lonzo Ball in that process. They drafted a guard named Ayo from, or Ayo, and he's from Chicago. So he's getting that pressure and privilege of playing for his hometown. He ain't got to move nowhere. Well, he can move somewhere, he ain't got to move far. And we just made acquisitions. So the potential lineup would be Ball, Levine, Vucevic, DeRozan, and who else? I'm missing somebody. Maybe marketing, because marketing hasn't gone yet. They haven't did the sign and trade yet, so maybe marketing. But we'll see time diminish for Kobe White. Maybe he'll be coming off the bench. Oh yeah, they got rid of Thomas Sandusky. I couldn't think of his name. I was like, who else did they get rid? Basically, any Bull that was recently acquired, they basically got rid of. So we see that our new GM is making bold moves over there in Chicago. Big ups to that. Now, next, Mike D'Antoni, he departs the Nets staff. You know, they kind of part ways. They decide he's going to go somewhere else. And we'll see where they go from there. Hawks forward John Collins reach a 5-year, $125 million deal. And then Trae Young reaches a $207 5-year deal. And both of these deals are rookie max extensions for these two. Also, Warriors guard Stephen Curry gets a 4-year, $215 million. Now, he become the first player in NBA history to have multiple $200 million deals done. So, they add more. With that, get Curry for 4 more years. And, like I say, he wants to be a Warrior. He wants to stay a Warrior. Pay the man. Even though he was riddled by injuries, pay the man. I'm looking to see what they gonna do in the offseason. So, let's have some fun. And with that being said, I will catch you guys on the next show of Dragon Sports Live. So be sure to tune in or listen for Dragon Sports Live via Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or iHeartRadio, or wherever you get your podcasts. Be sure to subscribe, like, and follow me on social media, Dragon Jump Pro, and then YouTube, Google Dragon Jump Productions or Dragon Sports Live. Anything dealing with Dragon Jump Productions, Google it or you can just look me up on YouTube at DONPE1 for all your latest videos, updates, as well as work that I have done. So, with that being said, I will see you on the next show. Peace out.